everyone, and welcome to another video from me, your Uncommon Doc, on the subject of Forex. So last time I brought you an accountable video, meaning one with receipts.
What was the reason?
My review of a course that I do not recommend whatsoever. And that was the TWP Price Action course by Ben or Day Trading Addict. Terrible, terrible. If you missed it, take a look at the video when you get a second to make sure you don't make the same mistake that I made. The link to that video is in the description box below. So this time I wanted to bring you positive reviews, instructors that I do recommend you follow, and hopefully learn something from that can help you be more profitable in your trading.
What you got, girl? All or nothing. Hey!
7 awesome free course options or mini tutorials that I have benefited from in my trading, and I think you could too. I would say that this is a pretty comprehensive beginner's guide and a refresher for those of you who are perhaps more experienced, but you are always looking to increase your profit percentage. We're looking at a span of time from anywhere between 4 minutes to 4 hours. Several of the instructors or companies that provide these videos do attempt to sell something. Totally up to you if you choose to pursue or invest in a particular person or video that I've recommended. I've got my handy legal pad here with all of my notes, and I'm going to be reading from it while I show you some things on screen. Also, I do save the best for last, so stick around. So first up is What is a PIP by easyMarkets Education. Just as the video title suggests, the guy with the British accent in this video tells what PIP actually stands for. Like, that was something that for the longest time, people who are in something, they don't realize what they know and perhaps aren't explaining. I kept hearing this term PIP thrown around, and I had no clue what it stood for, what it really was all about. So this guy breaks that down and explains how we make or lose money incrementally based on it. Something else that I appreciated was he talked about the Japanese yen and how the PIP structure is different. Short and sweet, 4 minutes and 41 seconds. Number 2 is by Tradeology and Russ. The title of that video is Everything You Need to Know About Lot Size, Leverage, and Margin. So if PIP is foundational and very important, definitely the runner-ups to that are lot size, leverage, and margin. Understanding these 4 elements of Forex trading is just going to be very, very, very important to our profitability. So this video is also, again, very short and sweet at 4 minutes and 12 seconds. And one of the things that I really appreciated about this video is that the instructor actually provides us with the formula that brokers use when calculating exactly our risk to reward based on the leverage that they provide us with in our margin accounts. I don't know about you, but it really helps me to have just a full grasp on the mechanics behind every trade. So number 3, we come back to another great video for us by easyMarkets. Also short at 4 minutes and 20 seconds this time, and straight to the point. It's titled How to Spot Good Trading Opportunities. So the reason I recommend this video is because of its comprehensive coverage of the technical bits, the market analysis strategies we should be learning if we want to be profitable. Things like market sentiment, support and resistance levels, and making use of the economic calendar were all things that I hadn't heard any instructor really speak about for beginners. You can find an economic calendar through Daily FX. There's several out there. If you just Google it, you can find one. Number 4 is ForexDini. This video title is How to Start Forex Trading for Beginners 2021 Full Course. Now, I won't go so far as to agree that it's a full course, but it's certainly a nice introductory course in 40 minutes. He offers us a wonderful vocabulary list with basic examples of what the most important aspects of Forex trading looks like in actual trading scenarios. From pips and lot sizes to how to calculate profits and the various market session times and what most people believe are the best trading times. And those are, of course, times that offer the most volatility in the market. Most folks go with the London and New York Open, as well as session overlaps. The 5th video in our lineup today is one by Trading Beacon, and the title of that video is Please Stop Making This Trading Mistake! Good video on entry points and stop loss for long or short trades. In the video, the instructor, he provides examples of what charts look like and where a lot of traders tend to jump into trades and lose money because they're looking at the wrong chart time frame. This is something that I don't hear a lot of instructors really explaining to us, when to sort of toggle back and forth between your 1 minute, 5 minute, even 5 second, 15, 30-minute, hour, and so forth charts. I mean, there's so many options, right? There has to be some kind of science to when you use which one. He zooms in and out of the 15-minute, 30-minute, and 1-hour charts, for example, to explain common mistakes that we make based on views of charts that are too narrow and winds up trapping us in ranges, basically. We're wasting a lot of time not really moving, or we tank. The market goes down when we went long simply because we were looking at the wrong time frame and we failed to really take time to look back enough or from a longer time frame. So, for instance, and on a 1 minute chart, we might see a lot of movement, candlestick movement going up that might lead us to think, oh, market's going up, when in fact we're totally in a downturn, and we would have seen that very clearly if we had looked further back at a more aerial view in time. So we're going back and sort of up sometimes, and then other times it makes sense to use that 5-minute chart depending on what you're doing, if you're scalping or if you're swing trading. And 11 minutes and 30 seconds, kind of can't beat it. Okay, number 6 by Mohsen Hassan. He, I believe, runs a company by the name of Bloom. He's got quite an extensive background in trading, and he's now started his own trading company. The name of the video is Forex Trading Course, parentheses, learn to trade step by step. So this is a big one. It's 4 hours long, free on YouTube, 4 hours. And I hate to say it because it's pretty sad and a little shocking, but this free 4-hour long video is about as long as a lot of your courses out here are going to be. I'm finding just as long, if not longer, for free. And it's great information. So here's why I'm in love with this guy. He not only teaches us about Forex trading and use of software for technical analysis, such as indicators and entries and risk management, but he actually goes pretty in depth on the history of money. I think that's just wonderful because it's always important to have a conceptual understanding of the practical strategies and steps of anything that we do. He discusses, for instance, the reason why the US dollar is so massively important across most of the Forex market. He goes into the Bretton Woods conference, very impressive to me. The gold backing of the dollar, when that stopped, not so much why, but at least when. They are both subjects that go sorely missed among people today in the subject of Forex. I don't think that we should ever be trading currencies with a blind eye toward the history of money. That's where the phrase money is the root of all evil comes from. We should never forget that people created money and its value fluctuates, its mode and the medium for it changes over time, and those things are important to just keep in mind and keep your perspective. Also, he has timestamps for key topics covered in the description box of the course, and the full course, which is 8.5 hours long, so another 4.5 hours, is available for only $18.55 after a YouTube coupon is applied. So be sure to use the link in the description box of his video, not mine. And there are pretty good reviews on the course as well. I mean, there are good reviews and bad ones, so they seem to be pretty genuine. And again, so the first 4 hours of the 8.5 hour course is freely available on YouTube. And it's totally up to you whether or not you choose to invest further in the course. I thought it was just really, really great. It really made Forex just seem like another career, another field of work, which is what it essentially is, because it's all man-made. And so he really kind of puts it into perspective, in addition to providing the necessary information in terms of understanding charts and how to best apply software, indicators, and so forth to decide when and where to trade. Okay, and now we have reached number 7, and this is the final video in my recommendations lineup for you. And that is my all-time favorite, Steve from the Trading Channel, or TTC. I have no doubt that you've probably seen his videos on YouTube. If you've been trying to study and gather information on Forex anytime between last year and the new year 2022, the particular video that I'm recommending, Ultimate Support and Resistance Trading Strategy, parentheses, full course beginner to advanced, 41 minutes and 49 seconds. Steve has so many awesome videos that I found super helpful in the beginning. I did also purchase Steve's EAP course, and I'll be doing a review of it shortly, so stay tuned for that. Just as the title suggests, it's all about support and resistance. And when you watch Mohsen Hassan's video, you'll get a better understanding of why that's important, because everything is supply and demand, support and resistance right now, given that the US dollar, and for that matter, no money is backed by gold anymore. So it's not real money in the sense that there's no real value given to any of the currencies other than what we put into them. Our consumerism and where we kind of place our focus is what determines the value of money now. That's why it's so important to be able to wrap your head around supply and demand, market sentiment, the very things that all these videos combined in this playlist will give you a clear sense of, so that you can be in the know, in the driver's seat, and profiting. So guys, I hope this list helps you out, and